All right, let's get this party started. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Cataclysm, and to the channel, of course. I am Vormithrax, and we are continuing the adventures of Basil Steele, Techno Sojutsu Master. We're not getting all that much techno done, but we're getting some Sojutsu done at least. I hope everybody had a happy Halloween. If you enjoy and partake in those festivities at this time of year, in whatever form they take in your region of the world. What are we doing? We're roaming the world in our tricked out Humvee. Oh, I do love my Humvees. This is my current version of my Humvee setup. My favorite version. So we just got it finished up on Wednesday's stream. We made a ton of progress on our vehicle and mobility and getting some gear. So yeah, you're going to get to see it if you haven't seen it before. This is the vehicle that I always try to work towards pretty much nowadays. But yeah, this is Basil Steele. We are a novice Technomancer. We do have Magiclysm running, and we picked the Technomancer Magical Start. Unfortunately, we didn't get too useful a book, so we've only had the one starting spell that we've really used any of. And we just recently acquired a couple other spell books, so we'll take a look at those. And I do want to here sometime start doing magic, but I run into this same exact problem every single time I play Magiclysm. It just takes so long to learn the magic stuff, and I can't ignore the other normal stay alive stuff that it just gets backburnered, and I have a really hard time incorporating it until I'm already basically got everything else done. So I don't know. Maybe certain combos, and if you get lucky with certain spells, it's a different setup. But I just have a hard time with that. It doesn't help that I play short to medium length, for me anyway, challenges, and then I ditch them and go do another challenge. So I don't play into the end game and just try to keep a guy alive for long periods of time, where I would have plenty of opportunity to learn all the skills and learn all the melee stuff and learn all the magic and so on. I just don't spread the gameplay out that far to allow for it, and I can't substitute magic for the other stay alive in game type activities I normally do. So, however, though, we're gonna have fun with it as much as we can, turn our focus to it more. And this run is just really being hampered by the lack of books. That's really the random generator, just pretty much as it has a tendency to do, has basically just been thumbing just sticking its thumb in my eye every time. But hopefully this newest books we can take advantage of. So yeah, here's our Technomancer. We are a Sojutsu specialist. That is the spear style, Japanese spear style martial art. We got a really weird mix of skills. It's weird. We started on day 30, so we're 23 days in, and we have 0 electronics, 1 cooking, 1 survival, 1 computers. That's pretty weird for me. So we've got books for all of them. We've got just a ridiculous number of books. It'll take us all the way to the top in everything except... No, I'm already past the tailoring needs, so yeah, pretty much everything. So we're going to spend some time doing that kind of stuff. But the big difference on this particular run for difficulty is Imperceptive Healer, one of my favorite traits. I don't know, I prefer it. It just makes the game so much more difficult, yes, but it puts a lot of emphasis on what you're willing to take damage from. And you got to be really careful about stuff, so... I enjoy it. And also the evolution factor. We had evolved zombies from hour 1. We were running away from big nasties. So it's been kind of fun. It's been a while since I've had that. I think I might keep those settings. I really enjoy having all of the big mix of zombies in. Both for the difficulty and the variety and the entertainment. So I might keep it that way. What I'm worried about with that, though, is that new players kind of watching are going to go, what the hell's going on here? I'm not seeing any of that stuff. What's he doing? I do have my tea going, so we're going to have a nice calm evening. I think I've finally conquered that stupid cough. It sneaks one cough in every once in a while, but I think I'm finally over that stupid thing. Man, it's been like 2 months that I've had congestion and cough issues going on. So it's November. We're gonna start fresh in November, nice and healthy, and get some stuff done. All right, so that's the character sheet. That's our vehicle. Let me reset my view here. Wrong key. There we go. Now we're recentered. Alright, so yeah, oh my god, I do love this Humvee. That's my Humvee right there. Beautiful, beautiful Humvee. So, it's basically the Humvee I've been making for a while now, but recently I've discovered the joys of the spiked ram off of the Bandit Bulldozers and tracks. So instead of tires, we have 50-inch steel treads on the 4 tire positions. And it's ridiculously awesome. It's so cool to have 100% off-road and 66 safe speed. Some people look at that and say, oh, that's too low, but I never drive more than 30, so I could care less. Anything more than 30 is pretty much wasted engine power for me. But yeah, it's an awesome vehicle. I love this vehicle. Fits my needs perfectly. Is it player made? It's a Humvee, just a standard Humvee. Then I heavily, well, not really heavily modded it. I mean, I ripped out the cargo, the trunks, put in cargo spaces. We put in a workbench. We put in a kitchen unit. We put in a welder. And then we added more tanks, some storage batteries, the M2 Browning we switched out. And that's it. That's it. Otherwise, it's just a stock Humvee with just those changes. And like I said, I put the spiked rams in front in place of the heavy frames and the composite armor. But other than that, yeah, it's just a modded Humvee. Works awesome for me, though. It's got just the right amount of space for my uses. It's nice and compact, so it's easy to travel and maneuver in. It has good giddy up, so it gets moving really quickly. And you'll see. We're going to be driving around in it a lot, so you'll see it in action. And it stays permanently repaired. We've got plenty of battery power in the welder, and it just doesn't take much damage, even when we run a bunch of stuff over. Alright, so here's where we are. We're hanging out just north of Greensboro. We're on the move, finally. We were over in this area for quite a while. We were hanging out. We did most of our time here in the gas station. It's where our initial kind of a base was. And we just took off from there at the end of Wednesday's episode. So we're on the move. We'd already looted out most of the good stuff from these cities. And it's getting harder and harder to get to anything useful. So we are traveling. And mainly I'm looking for book sources. And we do have a lab nearby that I've opened up, but we haven't explored yet. Standard lab, so we might jump in there and do a speed run through it. Shouldn't take us long to go through labs right now with the gear that we've got. We're pretty well set. There's our character gear, so we're rocking the FN FAL with a strap and a silencer or suppressor for our main ranged weapon currently, until I get the Rivtech stuff and a decent ammo supply. Light survivor gear for the most part, and a few additions, Kevlar vest and the flame suit and so on. So pretty familiar for the folks that have watched me play for quite a while. I tend towards this kind of a setup for my gear. We got all the tools, we got all the medicines. Basically, we're just going to take time to raid cities and read up and keep traveling. Currently, my focus is school, bookstore, and there's not much else in this place. If I finish getting my computer skill up, we can hit dock offices and we can hit banks if I want to, but there's not really much in banks that are going to be useful for me anymore. Dojos, I'm not so interested in dojos. I mean, I want to stick to the Sojutsu style. We've actually picked up a few other martial arts manuals, but I haven't bothered to read them yet. So, and we don't know how big, well, we know how big it is, but we don't know what else is in Norwood yet. So this is kind of the area we're hanging out in currently. But right now we're just squatting right here in this little road area. We had just checked out this ruined cabin and this very interesting little building back here. I'd never seen this design before, so it was pretty interesting. Alright, so character-wise, though, we're pretty good health. Almost full again, which is a rarity when you've got Imperceptive Healer trait. What time is it? Not quite noon. Let's see, what are we going to do? I don't know what my day-night cycle it is. I always forget. We do have a research facility, but I don't know. I'm not happy with research facilities currently. For reasons. Reasons I've explained on Reddit. So. Catch up with chat, and we will we'll get on our way here. So, howdy everybody in chat. Either Grinning Cat, glad you're able to catch a stream. Rude Man Killer. Oh, I do on occasion, Airnail. If I have a specific theme, I'll summon in a particular item or two if it really fits the theme of what I'm going for. I've done that a number of times in the past. I don't have any thoughts on roller drums. I've never actually built a vehicle with roller drums. I don't get into that kind of exotic stuff too much anymore. I'm an old guy. I got through my teen years, and I built my crazy vehicles and drove them around. So I don't play much with the mega vehicles or the crazy designs, road rollers, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't personally have any opinion on it. Now, that would be Earl Grey tea. That's not rum and coke. That's just good old Earl Grey. Alright. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? It's still a bad idea. If you're not aware, in this particular challenge, we started with evolved zombies, and by now, they're all evolved. I mean, we got predators, we got all the bad stuff. So, even for this guy and his outfit, it's suicide to try to run through a city in the daylight hours for the most part. I mean, I can peek my nose in and kill some things, but it's asking for a lot of pain, a lot of death for me just to try to run through a town in the broad daylight. So I think I'm just going to read for a bit. Do I want to relocate from here? Not really a need to now that we're in our mobile base. So no, we're just gonna read right here for a short bit. Actually, what is my food supply looking like? Oh yeah, we just killed that that poor owl bear who's... Do I want to... I do have a dehydrator with some battery power. I could dehydrate some meat real fast. How long does that take? Actually, I've got cooking 1. I may not be able to. Yeah, I don't even have any drying recipes. That's... I don't know what level I need in order to get them either. Do I have any really, really fast cooking recipes or cooking books? 14, that's not good. 7's okay. Alright, let's get a few levels of cooking, see if I can dehydrate this meat. So there's 2. Do we have dry yet? We have dry. Yay, dehydrated meat. Alright. Let's go with... I guess I'm just going to go with dehydrated meat. 25 charges per? That's not going to work out. That means I'm going to be able to do 10 would be 250. That means I'm going to be able to do 20 pieces. I'm going to do 1 batch and the dehydrator is going to be empty. That is a terrible conversion rate. It's not even worth the effort. 20 pieces of meat is going to go disappear into my gob in 1 day. 2 at the most. And it's too easy for me to go accumulate more nowadays, so I don't think I'm going to bother. Alright. Let's go with reading something more useful, I guess. We'll keep working on computers. That's kind of what's slowing me down at the moment with certain things. So we'll keep working on computers. Focus 57. Oh, I forgot to put a radio in this thing. That's what I forgot. I gotta grab a radio and put it in here. Yeah, we got no radio. Alright. Remind me next time I'm near a vehicle with no bad guys near, and I'll rip a stereo out and we'll get it installed. Is there a way of generate energy? Sure. Solar, wind, gas engines, generators, lots of ways. Pedal power. You can charge batteries by attaching a stationary bike. Lots of options. All of them are based on the vehicle building system, though. All of the electricity generation stuff is based around that. Hand crank charger, I think, is the only thing not, but that's horribly, horribly inefficient. Oh, by the way, I did update my experimental. A warning, I believe there is a crash bug still in that is unsquashed, so we might we might experience it. We'll hopefully I'll avoid it, but it could crop up. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not just soda cans. Soda cans, peanut butter jars. It's containers in variations, and it's not really consistent, so last time I checked the PR on it, they're having a little bit of a problem reproducing it reliably. Might crop up. We'll see. But we got mouse pointing back. We now have mouse pointing back. Up here in the corner, you'll notice when I move the mouse, it tells you about things. So, I mean, it tells me there's a great bush, and I can point at a young tree. We've been missing this since, like, shortly after 0.D, since the D release. I believe it went away when we got the sidebar update, where we could configure the sidebar. I think that's when it went away. But it's back, so now we can point at things with the mouse at a distance again. So I no longer have to go X and run the highlighter over things to look at them at a distance. I can just wave the magic mouse around. So yay for that. I'm glad that's back. Alright, let's, I was gonna do some focus-related stuff. We'll have a chocolate bar, and I think I do have a flute. Where you at, flute? Come here, flute. Alright, let's jam to some flute music while we read our book. Go ahead and wear that. Alright, now we'll keep reading. More computer science, please. Can't quite see the the progress there. Alright, 7:43, another hour, we'll lose the light. Get a few sips of water, and next book, please. Excuse me. I'm gonna do, is that the best survival I've got? Really? I want to get to survival 2 real quick, just in case I have to turn to the old standby. Nah, I'll wait. I guess it doesn't really matter. I have no need. Let's just keep smashing out computers. Where'd you go, computers? There we go. -2. Ouch. That's gonna keep the focus down. Chihuahua spotted. Stop reading. Yes, but not because of the Chihuahua. Alright, let's crouch. Let's turn on the aisle light. Let's keep reading. Not tired yet. If I can get to computers 5, that will fairly reliably get me into bank vaults and the doctor's office little computer vaults. I might push it all the way to 8. Alright, now we're tired. Let's go ahead and sleep before we use up too much of the day. Lights off again. And more drinks. I should cook up some meat real quick. Otherwise, it's gonna go bad before I remember. Oh, 6 will probably be enough. Alright. Still normal weight. We're not getting the underweight message. And we're full and hydrated. Let's go ahead and wear our blindfold so the sunlight doesn't wake us up. And off to sleep we go. And now we're getting the stomach feels so empty. As soon as I mention I'm not getting it, I start getting it. Love how that happens. So if you're not aware, the stomach feels so empty message indicates that you're now below 80% of your starting body weight, 55,000 calories. Basically, that's the point where you want to start cramming more food in your face, and as soon as you see yourself go overweight, then go back to normal eating, and if you see yourself hit stomach feels so empty, more eating, overweight, less eating. Just bounce between those two, and you never really have to worry about anything. So, that's your warning message. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop the... Yeah, that's fine. We'll drop the blindfold again. Stand up! Anything nearby? Zombie soldier! Alright, let's go poke a zombie soldier to death. Right after we have some cooked meat, and some cooked meat. And we get our... spear. Flying the soldier. Where's the soldier at? Oh, he's down the road. Come here, you. Get up here, soldier. Come on. Oh, I can't quite outrun him, can I? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hey, brought me an MRE. Oh, that was nice of him at least. Alright, we're gonna do probably one more day of just hanging out. I want to get my computers done, so if I do raid into town, I won't be missing any opportunities. Alright, back to a crouch. It's bright when I don't crouch. It's very dark when I do crouch. Huh. Oh, the weirdness of crouching in line of sight and lighting. That's fine, I guess. Let's have another chocolate bar. And we got the flute going already. So we've got our... We do have our flute going, right? Music 0. I am playing my flute. I am not playing my flute. There we go. Let's, first things first, cook up some more meat. I'm gonna go on a really big meat binge while we've got it. Whole bunch of meat. See if we can just keep cramming it in my face as fast as my... Oh. Fast as my stomach will allow me to. Stated is gonna have to be enough. Do another batch. Alright. Now I spent time. Let's do another chocolate bar. Yay, we're not getting the music spam this time. I'm getting the bonus, but we're not getting the spam. So that's 4 done. 540. We're going to lose the light here before we get the next level done. Alright. Crouch. Control. Highlights. Keep reading. Gonna be a little late to sleep. That's actually okay. I think this time I'm gonna read again, see if we can get one more level done. Then we'll sleep, and then we'll be able to make a night raid down into the town. That should time out fairly well. Nope, not that one. Alright, SICP. You're up. 47 minutes per. This will get us to 6 when we finish it. It's probably going to take like 2 more days to get it all the way to 8. God, that's a long time. Alright, we're going to go dead tired here pretty quick. I better stop. First hydrate. Then stuff my gob full of meat again. And lights off. Wear the blindfold. Guess I should be throwing oiled bandages on those 2 hit point bars that aren't quite full. Otherwise, we're not getting hardly any healing done at all. My bad. Stick around at least one more night. Get this done. Oh, there's one of the bars. 8 p.m. That's pretty good timing. Still got a little tiny bit of light, do we? Well, let's use that to cook up some more meat. Alright. Full and turgid. That's the way we like to be. So, if we make a trip down into the city... Is that the school I already raided? I'm trying to remember. This area was where we came from. That has to be the school I already raided right there. I don't remember why I didn't mark it off. Alright, so if we take a trip, we're going to be running through the entire town pretty much, so... where are we at for computers now? We made it to 5.5. I think it's going to take too long to get to 6. Let's read. I'm going to read anyway. I'm going to try to get to 6 before we take off. As long as we can leave by like 2 a.m., we'll have enough time to run through that city. So, aisle lights on, crouch, and keep reading. Eat. Chocolate bar, activate flute, and keep on reading. See if we can get to 6 by 2 a.m. Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. 76, 84 is going to be close. 94, oh, it's after 2. 2:30. I'm going to try it anyway. Good enough. Level 6 computers. Alright, so 2 levels to go. 1 long day. We can finish that up finally. Let's ditch that. What else is not going? That's not going. I refuse to drop the binoculars again. Too many times I've forgotten to take my binoculars with me. Actually, now that we're living in our mobile base, it's probably not that big a deal. Nah, volume's not a problem. Weight's the problem nowadays, so I'll just keep them. Alright, so standard gear. I should have repaired my backpack too. I'm going to go ahead and take the meat with me. Got a few rounds of reload for the FAL. And let's leave the flute. We don't need to do a Pied Piper through the middle of town at night. I'm going to wield nothing. I don't want to lose things to random technicians. Alright. Oh, did I actually run out of meat? Ah, I used up all the meat. That's an entire owlbear. Well, quick butchered owlbear anyway. Down in a day. I don't know what might have happened to your boiled bandages. I haven't had any problems with boiled bandages. I've made a whole bunch of them and used them. You just gotta have makeshift bandages first, and then you boil them. It's only the makeshift bandages that you can make into boiled bandages. So craft up some makeshift, and then boil them. Speaking of... I don't think I have any left. Let's just throw a regular bandage on. Okay. So headlights or lights off. I think. I'm gonna drive the vehicle down a little closer, and then we'll take off. Oh, I'm crouching still. Good old crouching. All right. Okay, cloudy. Of course, we got to go with the light amp goggles. And anything else? Ah, Twitch gave me encoders? That means, theoretically, if I have encoders, if I try to run a commercial, it'll put it in picture-in-picture mode, so I could run a commercial while still doing stuff, theoretically. But it only works when the encoders are being granted to me, so... Who knows if I'll continue to be granted encoders this evening? Alright, I think we are all set. So, primary targets. Don't know that houses... I mean, I could speedrun houses. What am I looking for, though? I need no tools anymore. What are encoders? So, when you watch on Twitch or YouTube, and it's stuttering on you, and you want to drop the resolution down to like 720p or 480p or some other resolution, that's the encoding. That's alternate encoding options, where the service you're watching is transcoding the stream into lower resolutions so that people can watch it on slower internet connections or on phone connections or so on. So, for Twitch, they actually have a limited amount of computing power in order to transcode for the streamers. And so they grant first all of the transcoding power to the partners. Then the affiliates, which is what I am currently, are granted the remaining amount of computer power, kind of in a hierarchy from the largest down to the smallest. So there are some days where I get transcoding, there are some days I don't get transcoding. So there you go. Well, I can't do much with the car stereo in the dark. Well, I sort of can if the arrangements are right. So if I see an arrangement, I'll try to remember to grab a stereo. It's one of those things I'll grab on my way out, though. Maybe we'll poke our nose into a few houses as we travel. But first stop is going to be down this street. We're going to hit this bookstore. Then... What else? Like I said, I don't really need tools or raw materials anymore. I mean, I could hit the dojos, I guess. I don't have a big need for any of those standard guns in gun store anymore. The bank is a possibility if I don't mind dealing with the robots, which shouldn't be a problem given my night sight advantage and my gun. Mill surplus. I mean, even stuff like mill surplus, there's just not much left that's going to show up. There's a few items here and there. But largely, we're down to books. So we've got another... Nope, that's a furniture store. Well, we'll kind of see. Well, things may develop. I may get chased out by a herd of predators anyway, so... Oh, that's right. I forgot to speed myself up. Alright, let's kill these guys. Ah, we got my backpack already. That's not a good start. My backpack's already hammered. I cannot afford to let that thing get killed. Damn it. What I need to do is I need to get enough leather to make a second one so I can just swap them out and then keep them repaired as needed. I'm gonna probably focus on that. Hey, Shady Zombie! I miss you guys. That's right. Oh, alright, we're already done. The backpack's already about to get trashed. We haven't even made it into town yet. We're gonna have to wait one more day. Because I'm not getting my hiking backpack trashed by the first couple of zombies. Because that's embarrassing. Another road map. I think I've already got everything mapped in that it's going to map. Don't care. I already got my flashlight needs solved, but just in case, we'll have a backup. Which one is this? SUV, no leather seats. All right, let's reevaluate this. I screwed it up a bit. Back north we go. Alright. Yeah, let's figure something else out here. So 2:50 p.m. or 2:50 a.m. Let's get this taken off. Alright, so that's fixed. Pretty much all I can do with those. Do I have enough to make another one? I do. I've got 57 leather currently, so that'll give me 20 spare for probably one, maybe if I'm lucky, 2 levels of repairs. These things suck up leather patches like crazy. 3 hours and 16 minutes. Do it. I need one. This will also give me a second one that I can use if I go pinecone picking. Have 90, 100 carry capacity. Alright, so we got a spare. Let's leave that over there. Actually, let's move that from there to there. So that's one of the big things taken care of. And then let's keep reading SICP. Let's do one more day of this same cycle. There you go. Might get one more level. Get to level 7 before we head into town. Or not. 10:45, 11 a.m. already. Stop reading. Alright, I ran out of meat. I think I'm just going to start chugging chunks of fat. Give myself some intestinal parasites. Alright, let's have a yummy chunk of fat right before we go to sleep so we can sleep off the negative 20 joy. We'll have 2 of them. Yeah, 4,000 calories. That'll help catch us up. Let's see. No lights are on. Oh, that's right. It's 11 a.m. That's fine. Where? Blindfold. And off to sleep we go. Gun store for shotguns? Nah, I've got plenty. I've already got 2 or 3 different versions, which I'll never fire. Why aren't I cooking the fat? Why bother? I got plenty of meds in case I give myself parasites. I just want the raw calorie value out of it. I don't have any other use for it, really. There's a lot of things I do and I don't do just because I really don't need to. There's no point to it for me because I know the game so well. So some of the things I do are not efficient in-game wise, but I'm saving real-world time because I have no real benefit to saving anything or making efficiency decisions. Just because I know the game too well. Alright, let's do another 2 chunks of fat. That's another 4,000 calories. All I'm trying to do is bulk my calories up real fast so we can get back to just shy of overweight. So I don't have to look at those silly messages. And I'm going to wait probably one more day. I'll do one more batch of fat, and that'll probably catch us up. And then I'll take a anti-parasite pill. Do I ever play focusing on genetics? All the time. I have tons and tons of mutation runs. I haven't done all the actual full mutation trees to completion all the way out to post-threshold, but I've got probably a couple of dozen of mutation-specific challenges that I've done. including genetic downward spiral challenges and genetic chaos challenges and all the worst of the worst. Good times. Alright, so we ate. Still not quite dark. Let's stop crouching. Drop our blindfold again. And read just a little longer till the sun goes down. You can usually tell from the challenge description on the YouTube channel if it's going to be a mutation-heavy run. If you want a fun short one, look at the Mighty Mouse challenge. Mighty Mouse was a fun one. There's quite a few of them in there, though. Mighty Mouse is getting a little old. Go ahead and use that map. Oh, too dark to read. That's fine. Let's just dump the map. Alright, so we're back to heading out and about again. Actually, this is the side of the road I want to be on with that wreck, or that vehicle. Hey, there are multiple zombies. Ah, zombie snapper. Alright, this time we'll remember. Stimulate. So we synaptic stimulated ourselves. It's one of our only useful spell right now. Ooh, I have a Vit A deficiency. All that meat. Oh. Hey there, Vit A. That's not good. That's lowering my vision range. I can't have that. I'm going to start slamming down the multivitamins again. And let's take some calcium while we're at it. I'm not sure how long I've had that. It might take me a little while to get my vision range back. Do I have more or more multivitamins? Oh, I don't. Huh. That's kind of weird. Might have to raid some houses after all. Alright, so we've got a vitamin A deficiency. Not a big deal. But yeah, so we synaptically stimulated ourselves. That gives us Dex, Intelligence, and more importantly, 30 bonus speed, which is how many points we get to spend every round for moving and fighting and so on. It's a huge bonus. Oops. Alright, so we got our goggles rolling. We're all set here. Let's wait here just a few minutes, see if anything got attracted to me in my vehicle while I was riding up. Nah, multivitamin solves all the problems. If I run out of multivitamins and it goes a while, I'll consider eating other certain things to solve the issue, but generally the solution is just go get more multivitamins. Alright, now we're heading into the city. Not going to equip a weapon currently. It's not too many food items I'm going to be willing to pick up. I do want some leather, so we're going to be on the lookout for some leather pants. Uh-oh. Is it the fun one? No, it's not the fun one. Alright. What do we got? Nothing I care about. Which character sheets did we get this time? Actually, I gotta remember I can point. Oh, it just says character sheet that way, doesn't it? No, it doesn't tell me that way either. I thought there was a way to look the other way. Wizard. I think it tells me here, actually. Yeah, that one's for Cleric. Excuse me? One of those is Wizard. That says Wizard. That says Cleric. But when I do this, it says Cleric for both. It doesn't change from whatever the first one is, apparently. Huh. Alright, not a big deal. Alright. Something... Oh, that was a... Nothing in the garage. Don't want to get dazed by the screecher. Sports body sights. Don't care about any of that. Hey there, Mr. Migo. How the hell are you still alive? Main battle tank. Might be able to get a belt of ammo off of that. Especially if I stop running. Hey guys, come here. I want to introduce you to the Migo. Oh, there we go. All right, Migo's engaged. Go see if this has any ammo. Lots of regular gas. 32 rounds of M2. That's worth grabbing if I can manage it without getting tagged. I do not have an opening in the armor. I'm gonna have to go through that door. And there's still a number of zombies around. Come this way, zombies. Oh, they ran the Migo off. Dang it. Well, that's not very useful. Do it this way. Headlamp time. Hey, zombies, I'm over here. Come this way. Ah, they're inside now. Now the chances that I'm going to get to that ammo are smaller and smaller unless I try to beat all these things to death, which I could do. None of them are scaring me, but... is it worth the effort? 84 rounds of 7.62. I've got a few hundred already. That's what my current rifle is using. The FN FAL. Yeah, I guess I can. Let's drop the backpack. Actually, let's keep the combat knife. Then we'll drop the backpack. And... cookies! Come here, zombies. I have got my mask on. That's part of why my stamina is not recovering very quickly. Too many swings. Anything I care about? Don't think so. I am still on the lookout for rollerblades. I have not yet found rollerblades. Alright, what do we got over here? More 7.62 and jerry can of diesel. Alright, that's useful. I think I can get in and out of here now, but let's get my breath back. Take off the mask so I don't lose my... Take off the mask. Those. Even more rounds. I don't have a lot of use for loose rounds of 50 caliber ammo. I've already got a few hundred. They're not already in an ammo belt. It's not really going to do much for me. Like I said. I don't know. It depends on what update or what build you're on currently, Dean. Whether it's worth it or not is going to be based a lot on where you're coming from. Leave those here. And 25 of those. Oh, and my tailor's kit. Alright, not a bad start. We got some more ammo for the M2, which was the main thing. And we... oh, crap. The main thing that's causing me to have carry limit problems is the jerry can. Put that over here. Where are you at, jerry can? Did I not grab the jerry can? I must have shifted it and not picked it up. I'll have to go look and see what I did there. Crap. Crappity crap. Goodbye, whatever you were. No, jerk. Ah, there it is. There. There we go. Apparently I didn't have my advanced inventory set right. Alright, now one more trip back up. Good thing this isn't taking long. Let's check a different house. Cough syrup, no thanks. Leather gloves, winter gloves, rubber gloves, no thanks. Suicide bathroom. An empty Remington. He only had one shell, huh? Saved the last shell for himself. Alright, so done. The doors are locked. That house is not interesting. Alright, let's yeah, let's just roll the streets. What do we got here? Is that a wasp? So we got wasps. We got a wasp house nearby. Hey there, Mr. Humvee. Grenade launcher. Excuse me. A little bit of diesel. Don't need anything out of the Humvees anymore. Wood saw. What is this? Almost a detached bathroom? Hey, look at multivitamins. Problem solved. And another oil lamp. I do like how Sojutsu has this auto block pushback. It's hitting for 29 and knocking them back, so now I have an opportunity to move or to strike or so on. That is actually being pretty helpful. Fletcher's friend. Do I already have Fletcher's friend. Rotten milk salad we can use. Pickled herring. I'll hold off on the pickled fish. Hey there, cute little bobcat. Alright, where are we? Another couple blocks, we'll be down to that bookstore. Shocker Brute. Shock Zombie. Whoops, my speed boost is gone. I'm sitting in the middle of a bunch of zombies. Nearest house, due south of me. Smoke zombie heading towards the shocker. Go run mode, try not to get grabbed. And I ran into 2 more runners and a grappler. Lovely. Oops. Damn it. Did not mean to cast this one. Stop casting. Yes. That's the one I want. Failed. Alright, that time we succeeded. And let's not keep anything in our hands. Bad dog. Alright, right across the street is the library. What are we gonna get? Whole bunch of nothing. Yep, whole bunch of nothing. Again, a whole bunch of nothing. And a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, so that library was useless. Not a big surprise. Let's see. Did I pick Technomancer because of your recent PR for its recipes? I have no idea what PR that is and what changed. Where did I get the 7.62 ammo belts? Lots and lots of military vehicles. The M240s, M249s. I pretty much all fire. 7.62. Yeah, the big problem I've had this run is lack of magic books. We've hit, I don't know, 4 or 5 schools now and probably 20 libraries and bookstores. And we've come up with, I think, 2 books so far that have had any spells that I might actually use. So, as usual, it's the RNG and my item drop rates that are hampering me from actually taking advantage of the magic stuff much. So, damn, this town just does not have much that I'm interested in. Nope. Stay away from him. I said stay away. Another food dehydrator. I got grabbed. I'm about to get poisoned. I don't have my mask on. Anyway, we're both the grab. Poison guy's coming for me.